Praise the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Lesia the Preacha. And tonight I'm coming to really to share a counseling session, I guess you could say. Recently I spoke with a couple through Messenger, through the video chat, and they shared their issue with me, and I talked them through it. It really was that simple. I talked them through it. So, yeah, so that's what this is going to be, more like sharing that counseling session, and I may pull a few tarot cards, and possibly some standard playing cards, for clarification. So I may do that. So let me go ahead and tell you guys the situation. So it's been a little while since I've done a counseling session, so it was kind of nice, to do it again. I've had people in the past to call me right in the midst of their dilemma. And I'm like, okay, well, do this, So, so this particular couple, they called in earlier in the week, like earlier last week. And so they've decided to open up. Well, they had a few conversations about opening up their marriage. Becoming polyamorous. They both are non-monogamous anyway, but this is the first time in their relationship that they've discussed opening it up. They're non-monogamous people, but they've had a one-on-one relationship for many years, even though they're non-monogamous people, and have always, known that about each other and accepted that a long time ago. But until you put it in practice, it's just not real until you put it in practice, My sage went out, so I'm relighting it. So, so they had a few conversations about opening up the relationship. And then, without any further discussion or heads up or warning, or however you want to express that, one partner went on a date without the other partner knowing. But, it was found out, I don't think it was, and I don't think it was intentionally meant to be a secret, you know what I mean? But the second partner wanted more discussion, more the opportunity to set boundaries, or, have it more input, before something or upon something actually happening, like actually going out on a date, with somebody else. This couple is married, and there are older children involved. Not adults, but older age children. So with all that being said, and then the first partner, once they decided to go ahead and date, they also decided, well, we're open, period. The second partner doesn't feel as ready as the first partner. But to make a long story short, it boiled down to the second partner acknowledging that they still feel betrayed. They still need to rebuild trust because they felt cheated on. Even though they're both non-monogamous and didn't expect monogamy in their relationship, but after so many years of being one-on-one, and only after a few conversations on open up the relationship, their marriage, one went out and had a date without informing the second partner, And that created a sense of, it created a lack of trust. And it's understandable. It is. I get it. But considering everything, all involved, they definitely want to stay married. The first partner will continue exercising their freedom to date. But the second partner decided for themselves personally, as they continue to heal, that they're going to set some boundaries in order to feel protected and safe, because things are moving faster than what she had the opportunity to, control. And so, one of the boundaries is no sex with me. No sex with me. They're going to stay married. And we talked about, and we gave it a name. The decision to stay married, we gave it a name, and we called it preserving a core family. Because polyamorous relationships, marriages, open marriages, I forgot what I was going to say. These marriages, each partner doesn't necessarily practice their dating the same way. So until they can rebuild the communication, just because, I know what I was going to say, yeah. Okay. So people who have a core family in a polyamorous marriage or an open marriage, this is too funny. They don't necessarily have to have sex with one another. You may have a sexual relationship with one partner, but not another partner. Not all of them, you know? Because each partner brings inspired different things, you know? Each partner inspires different things. So on that note, that's how they're going to handle it at this point. Stay married, keep the core family together, let the first partner go ahead and, you know, do their thing, because, you know, people grow and explore and practice and date at different paces and rates and at different times and inspired in different ways, and, you know, so the second partner, instead of giving everything up, like divorcing and being a single parent, you know, and all that, then, you know, they'd rather just set some boundaries until they feel safe again, you know? And it's not a bad thing. They're even interested in dating in a way that they haven't in a long time. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they're not ready right now to date, but they anticipate when they are ready, they can, you know, date like they used to, you know, a certain dynamic that they were interested in. So, and I'm like, well, good luck to you guys. On that note, I'm going to relight my sage. It went out again. It went out. I'm going to light it over here. So how are you guys? Are you all right? I'm good. I'm good. I had watched that Madam C.J. Walker network series. It's excellent. I love it. I'm so inspired by it. I'm going to share an angel message with you. Okay? So I'm just going to randomly pick one and just open up to a page and see what comes. Well, there's two, and I need to pick one of them. And I'll go with perfect timing. I think that's the first one I saw. Perfect timing. So, perfect timing, the angel message reads, understanding the ebb and flow of divine timing can release you from unnecessary stress and anxiety. That ties in with the counseling session. It's perfect timing for the first partner to get to dating again, to open up and get going. The second partner isn't ready. Instead of, you know, the perfect compromise is to agree to stay together. However, don't limit one person. You know, let that person go ahead. And if you need to set some boundaries to feel safe, do that. Because it says, understanding the ebb and flow of divine timing can release you from unnecessary stress and anxiety. So with the second partner, accepting the divine timing of the first partner's need to be inspired by someone new. It happens. God brings people into our lives at different times, different seasons for a reason. And so when that time comes in your relationships, it should ease your stress and anxiety about it. That's the time to go within. Go within, work on you, you know. Let your other partner grow. Determine what your relationship will continue to be. And then discuss boundaries, if any. You know, some people are just always ready for the openness and don't require, you know, much conversation, you know. But some of us, to feel secure, we need more conversation and more validation and more reassurance. Some of us do. And because we're all different, and each of us need to be taken into consideration and taken seriously, always find the mutual ground, you know. Understand divine timing. And so let me read a little bit about it though, okay? It says divine timing is at work in the world. Ooh, in the world. Even what's going on now is divine timing. Even though there are fatalities and, you know, loss of jobs, depression, crime, it takes patience and insight to trust and understand that you must wait upon God's will in order to have your desires and dreams manifest for your highest good. God gives us our dreams, and they are to come into fruition, are to manifest in God's timing. And that includes our partners, you know what I mean? We have to be mindful of God's timing when it comes to our dating life. Which partners are considered the core family? Which ones are considered, you know, are outside of the core family. Not that any is any more or less important than the other. No, it's just all situational. The core family are the people that you live in the house with. People that live outside of your house. You know, they're like an extension of the family. They're a part of the family, but just not the people that you live with. There's a different commitment level with the people you live with versus the people you don't live with, your partners. It says often we want our needs and wants met right now. When God gives us a dream, even when sometimes God gives us a dream and it becomes like a promise. And we're looking for it. We're looking for the signs. We're looking for it to happen now. It was given to me now, so it should be happening now, you know. We have a vision and can see the outcome. I'm one of those people. I can see the outcome. Before the journey begins sometimes. And it can be frustrating, you know, kind of having an idea ahead of time. But it feels like, so we try to force and create something to happen. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I'll try to force and create something to happen. But it feels like we are pushing against the wind. So that's why it's so important to be led by the Spirit, because the Spirit is in tune with God's timing. Events and situations may seem to stand still, and you feel you are being left behind. Ooh. Motherhood did that for me. Yeah. Motherhood. It's like you're in this block of time, and then you realize how much you've missed out on, you know, for yourself. Consider this as a timeout phase. Timeout phase. When lessons have been learned and the energy within changes. So the more you know, the energy within you changes. It's supposed to change. Doors will fly open and miracles will occur. Miracles meaning new things happening that's never happened in your life. It may have happened in somebody else's life, but it's a miracle in your life. This hasn't happened before for you. Know that there is no predicted time to this, but a positive outcome is assured. You cannot interfere with the phenomenon of divine timing. We can't hold our partners back because we don't feel ready. which is serving your best interest. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Perfect divine timing. Wow. And I believe that this couple, a mature couple, been together for many years, you know. I believe they're gonna be just fine. They're gonna navigate their way through this by respecting each other's need to grow and set boundaries. It's really just that simple. All right, so I'm gonna do maybe just pull one tarot card and see, you know, maybe two. Okay, two of them. All right, so we're gonna go with the top card. The illustrations on these cards. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. What kind of message could this possibly send? You know? It definitely connects with the counseling session. It does. You know, I'm going to read up on this card, the Knight of Swords. But it should be all about controlling your mind, your thoughts, communication, communicating, honest communication. Communicating your needs to your partner and trust that they're going to process what you shared the best they can where they stand. Even when we don't feel ready in situations concerning our partners, we have to acknowledge if divine timing is in play. And seek the Lord and ask Him to center us. Help us to endure the decisions of our partners. Because none of us want to lose everything we have. Because divine timing has kicked in. Honest communication, and then trust that your partner will grow. And that you can stay strong and be true to you as you make these tough decisions. But concerning your romantic relationships, let's see what this card has to say. Here's my little book. It explains. So the Knight of Swords. taming yourself. Well, being tamed. When you need to set boundaries in a relationship, taming is happening. Let me read what that means. Okay. The magic of the frogs. These people in the doorway that's watching, they have frogs in their hands. Each person has a frog. This person has a sword. It's okay to seek counsel. The couple, they sought counsel. They were stuck and they decided to get help. Talk to somebody who can coach them through this taming phase. The phase where you're setting boundaries and you're having to trust, reestablish trust in your relationship. It says hunting is an old age sport. The ends justify the means. But today's prey will be tomorrow's hunter and vice versa. So treat each other the way you want to be treated. When you're the one who meets someone and need a new partner for whatever reason, when you're the one, you're going to want your partner to have your back, your current partners to have your back, be supportive, to not abandon you during a vulnerable time. Sometimes you have to stand still in a phase. Just stay there. Just kind of freeze, like mommy phase. Your new partner's new relationship energy phase. Those are tough. You're setting boundaries and they're off having all this fun. Especially when you have a hard boundary of taking sex off the table. That's a tough one. Talking about taming yourself and taming your partner. And you have to be careful when setting boundaries that you're not punishing, that it's not a punishment, but that it's a taming. Just making some alterations, some changes, adjustments to accommodate everyone. Adjustments to accommodate everyone requires some taming, counseling. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Lesia the Preacha. And I think this was a very good message. I don't know what to call it yet, but I feel inspired, you know. And if you need any counseling in your relationship, you can message me and let me know. and I'll do what I can through Messenger, through video chat, and we can talk about your situation. And we don't have to make any hardcore, definite decisions. Sometimes it's just good to talk things out, and make some agreements, a few quick agreements, the obvious agreements, kind of thing. So you can donate to my channel. I have Cash App, and my Cash App is $, $Lesia the Preacha. All right, thank you so much and be blessed. Leave comments below. Please click like and subscribe. And you can also follow Dr. Lesia the Preacha on Instagram. Bye-bye.